the stage NFTE West Advisory Board Member and Principal at EY, Sarah Matthews.
Good afternoon. It's so great to be here. As a NFTE West Advisory Board Member and a Principal at EY, I am honored to be here to welcome you to the 2023 NFTE West Regional Entrepreneurship Challenge. As a key component of NFTE's programming is the involvement of local volunteers who create bridges from classroom learning to real-world application, helping students build their personal and professional networks. Since 1998, when many of you were not born yet, EY and NFTE have worked together to activate the entrepreneurial mindset and launch the next generation of entrepreneurs. Over the years, EY has expanded the meaning of the nonprofit corporate relationship by growing our support to include valuable skills-based volunteering that improves NFTE as an organization. From professional development workshops for NFTE staff and alumni, to valuable pro bono work, board members that serve as ambassadors within the company and externally, to the 800 EY volunteers who serve over 3,000 hours annually as business plan coaches. Thank you. This is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm one of those volunteers and business plan coaches. Guest speakers, advisors, and judges in this past year, we are the key to our relationship. EY has always been a great supporter of NFTE, including all the new projects offering pro bono teams that increase the value of NFTE programs. These include the entrepreneurship mindset, NFTE's Innovation Day Toolkit, NFTE's Asynchronous course Start It Up, and many other projects that continue to propel NFTE as a leader in entrepreneurship education. As a true champion of NFTE students and alumni, EY volunteers support youth from personal career skill building, business ideation, business launch and scaling, and empowering our youth to create their own success and take control of their own future. Corporate volunteers are one of NFTE's most powerful catalysts in their ability to transform and impact a young person's vision of themselves and their future opportunities. This measurably enhances learning and creates ongoing, lasting relationships. As a supporter of the next generation workforce and teaching of entrepreneurship business skills, EY is proud to announce that we will continue to fund NFTE students with scholarships. Through an application process this year, EY will be providing college scholarships to 2 students in the West Region, one in San Francisco and one in Los Angeles. This is part of our Entrepreneur of the Year, or EOY, program, and we look forward to announcing the winners at our annual galas in June. I'd like to conclude by congratulating all of today's finalists for your commitment to expanding your entrepreneurship mindset. As all of you are an inspiring reminder of how bright our future is, and best of luck to the competitors. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our MC for this afternoon, Abhinav Gorapati.
Thank you, Ms. Matthews, and good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all once more to the NFTE West Regional Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge. I'm Abhinav Gorapati, and I'm a NFTE alumnus from the class of 2022, when I was one of the top 3 finalists at our national competition in New York City. I am excited to be here as your Master of Ceremonies today. I remember pitching my business, CredX, this time last year at this very location. CredX is a gamified financial literacy platform that makes financial education fun, engaging, and rewarding for students. It came about when I realized how big of an issue financial literacy was for many of my peers. Almost 1 in every 5 students across the country lacks basic financial education, and NFTE helped me understand how to turn that barrier into an opportunity to not only start a business, but to help my peers. After high school, I have my sights set on Harvard and a degree in business administration. Today, I'm excited to welcome a new class of young entrepreneurs to the regional competition. But before we move on, we have a short video to show you that gives a little context for why we're all here.
The role for regionals has been a journey many months in the making. Behind every entrepreneur's first pitch is weeks or months of innovation, thinking, and research, and a path for creating products and services that solve customer problems and make the world a better place.
When I first started the NFTE program, I couldn't even imagine myself being an entrepreneur. But NFTE taught me how to harness the secret sauce that you and me have. We both got that secret sauce. Which each and every one of us possess with our life experiences, interests, talents, and our entrepreneurial mindset. That really helped me turn my creative passion into a business opportunity. And I was able to combine my passion for social justice and hair care and combine it into a lucrative business that genuinely cares about its customers.
NFTE students activate their entrepreneurial mindset through the support and active learning provided by teachers, volunteers, and NFTE staff. Day in and day out, NFTE teachers and staff figure out creative ways to make NFTE content relevant to their students' lives. They work endless hours after class and off the clock to help support young entrepreneurs.
NFTE volunteers also go above and beyond, often committing to recurring coaching sessions with students, including late evening hours at times that work for them and for the students after school. They do this because they too are inspired by and become invested in each student's journey and the systemic changes that are possible through entrepreneurship education.
Melissa and I were fortunate to have an amazing mentor, Ms. Cook, who not only taught us all we know about entrepreneurship, but taught us valuable life lessons we still use till this day.
I'm successful today because of the help I received from the amazing teachers, schools, community-based organizations, private partnerships, volunteers, and hosts of corporate sponsors in the support ecosystem.
Each opportunity to share a business pitch is a chance for NFTE learners to refine and revise their plans and reignite and refuel the passion behind it.
Students commit to taking constructive feedback from coaches, judges, and NFTE staff to further elevate their business.
Or sometimes students shift to a completely new idea, following their values, interests, and skills to make adjustments while tackling some of the biggest challenges in their personal lives, homes, and communities.
Each presentation opportunity and each competition allowed me the chance to build my public speaking abilities, career readiness skills, as well as raise my self-esteem even.
NFTE really prepared me to prepare presentations and taught me the proper way to pitch, which are skills that I have used consistently ever since my time competing in NFTE.
So I appreciate NFTE for helping me get out of my shell and helping me realize that business people aren't just, our articulate men in suits. They can be Black women. They can be women of all shades and color, shapes, and sizes. It could be anybody. Anybody could be an entrepreneur. You could talk how you want, move how you want, wear what you want as an amazing entrepreneur, as long as you're helping the world and making a better place.
Every NFTE program leads to a final pitch competition. So far this year, more than 40,000 students in the U.S. have pitched their business in NFTE classrooms or after school, and even more students will participate in summer programs.
The top young entrepreneurs in each program advance to regional competitions across 7 regions, and 48 businesses will be selected to go to the national competition in New York City this October.
Today, you will get to hear regional finalists present their vision. We want to recognize all the hard work of this year's cohort of young entrepreneurs and the amazing support they receive along the way.
It's an incredible journey. Best of luck to the finalists.
What an inspiring message by fellow NFTE alumni. Now, I hope you are all as thrilled as I am to be here, to take part in one of the cornerstones of the NFTE program, the business plan competition. Now, these past few years have really shown us how an entrepreneurial mindset is crucial to the success of our country's economy, our communities, and most of all, our youth. Last year, we returned to in-person events, and it was wonderful to see my fellow competitors and entrepreneurs leaning into markets related to self-care, mental health, community support, and so many other ways of building an inclusive, vibrant, and compassionate society. NFTE knows that preparing young people to be career ready and future focused as students, entrepreneurs, and engaged employees helps us to create opportunities out of obstacles that appear impossible to overcome. The entrepreneurial mindset, ignited first by our NFTE teachers, places us on a bold path of discovery and achievement, causing a ripple effect that positively impacts everyone. That's what these competitors and their dreams represent. Whatever path brought you here today, I want you to know that everyone in this room has the power to transform the lives of young people through entrepreneurship, including our generous supporters. NFTE is incredibly grateful to the sponsors of this challenge, including our presenter, EY, and our associate sponsor, the Citi Foundation. Thank you all for making this day possible. I'd also like to thank the wonderful NFTE teachers and school partners, as well as the business coaches, classroom volunteers, judges, family, and friends that provide support, advice, and encouragement to NFTE students. I remember the support I received through my NFTE experience that helped me get to where I am today. That same support to this year's young entrepreneurs does not go unnoticed. Thank you. And finally, this event and all we do would not be possible without the commitment, guidance, and support from the members of the West Region Advisory Board, whom you'll find listed in the program. Please join me in recognizing their invaluable contributions to our NFTE community. Today is the culmination of many long hours of hard work from our finalists. Now, finalists, I've walked that same path that brought you here, and I know all the work you've put into your plans. No one knows these businesses better than you do, and we can't wait to hear you pitch. Before you begin, please take a deep breath and know that we all believe in your power and your potential, and that we hope you leave today knowing how amazing you are and how much you inspire everyone here. Remember, it's not always winning that pushes us to greatness. Challenges spark innovation, and you never know what tomorrow will bring. So no matter what the outcome of the competition, be proud of what you have done and enjoy the applause. Congratulations on being here. Okay, now, are you ready? Here's where it gets really exciting. To judge the challenge, we have an esteemed panel of experts who have volunteered their time. Please help me welcome member of the NFTE West Advisory Board and Chief Operating Officer at Wilson, Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati, Chris Boyd. Please help me welcome Managing Principal of EY San Jose, Donahue Clark. Welcome Marketing Consultant and Journalist Anna Escher. Welcome Chief of Generative AI Initiatives at TAI Silicon Valley, Matt Hariyama. And Senior Director of New Product Introduction at Zuora, Amy Lee. Judges, thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise. We have every confidence that our finalists will truly impress you. We do not envy your job. Now for a brief review of the rules. Each presenter will have exactly 7 minutes to present their pitch deck to our judges. Our timer will show a green card when there are 5 minutes left, and a yellow card when there is 1 minute remaining. If time expires before they finish, a red card will be shown and a bell will be rung. After each presentation, the judges will have 3 minutes to ask questions. Again, a yellow card will be shown when there is 1 minute left, and the red card will be shown and the bell will be rung when time is up. We will provide a few minutes between presenters for our judges to make necessary notes and record their scores. And, with 6 teams presenting today, we'll also pause briefly after the first 3 presentations for a short break for dessert and coffee to help our judges get caught up with their scoring. I'm excited to announce that our 3rd place winner from today's competition will leave with $500, our 2nd place winner will receive $1,000, and our 1st place winner will take home $1,500. Alright, let's start the challenge. To present their business plan for textile, please welcome Jacob DeLeon from Ivy Academia Entrepreneurial Center Charter School in Woodland Hills, California.
Cool. Is it cool if I shoot your guys' hand? Nice to meet you, Mr. Clark. Nice to meet you, Miss Escher. Nice to meet you, Miss Lee. Nice to meet you, Mr. Ariana. Nice to meet you. Can I start? Hello. I am Jacob DeLeon, CEO and co-founder of Textile, cheap clothes, not cheap style. Today we're here to discuss the problem in the fashion industry, fast fashion. Fast fashion is the concept of using harmful and unsustainable practices to mass-produce clothes and match constantly changing trends in the fashion industry. The data shows how bad this is, as over $500 billion in clothes are thrown out each year. The fashion industry causes around 10% of global emissions, and the average amount of uses an article of clothing gets went down by close to 20% since the year 2000. Our solution, Textile, a streetwear rental company that allows people to experiment with their fashion in a sustainable and environmental friendly way. We will rent out items from both partnered local artists and key brands such as Nike and Billionaire Boys Club, and to ensure quality of our products as well as sanitation, we will outsource our sanitation and repair to partnered local cleaners. In addition, we will offer Textile Exclusives, a membership-based points program that allows customers to use the points they acquire through purchasing to spend on rewards such as on access to new drops, special textile events, and other rewards. Our process is quite simple. Customers select their upgrades and packages through our website, and then before submitting their order. And when we receive their order, we process the order, package their items, and ship out the order with us paying the shipping fee. Once customers receive their package, they can enjoy their clothes for as long as they purchased, typically around 2 weeks, before shipping the package back in the box they came in. Once we receive the order and process it, we will send the items to our partnered cleaners before returning item to storage. Why are we special in this niche industry? Well, we're special because we support a green future, as we believe that the fashion industry is a beautiful and very creative market and should not be marked with such negative effects on the environment. Since we are a fashion company first and foremost, we target people with personality traits such as being fashion-oriented, creative, and being risk-takers. Moreover, since fashion industry is at the end of the day a very price industry, we target customers within the income range of $47,000 and above, which is around middle to high class. We feel that this will fit the ages of about 18 to 35, as we believe they have both the money and the personality traits we target. As for our marketing plan, we plan to mainly advertise through social media, both by creating our own content and partnering with content creators, and we'll have a strong focus on Instagram. In order to pull in customers, we will offer 10% off on all orders for our first month of business. And in order to retain customers, we will mainly be doing this through our Textile Exclusive program, as we believe this will entice customers to always come back in search for rewards. Moreover, changing trends in the industry will always leave textile as a promising option to affordably keep in touch with all these changing trends. We offer a multitude of advantages that other companies do not, such as assortment of shoes, a rewards program, and competitive value. In addition, we support a greater cause. These are the numbers that surround our business. We operate around the basic unit of one package, which costs around $29 to produce and deliver, which covers shipping, packaging, labor, and in sanitation and repair. Considering our selling price and our cost of goods sold, we produce a gross profit margin of around $36. Moreover, we have an overhead of around $3,275, which covers advertising, insurance, and expansion of inventory. When you consider both our gross margin and our monthly overhead, we require around 91 basic packages or basic units to break even. As for my qualifications, I have been attending entrepreneurial school for over 11 years. learning how to apply my academic knowledge in an entrepreneurial environment. In addition, I am enrolled in the E1 Nifty business course, which has taught me all the different facets and aspects of managing a business. Aside from my entrepreneurial academic qualifications, I've spent 10 years playing competitive organized hockey, which taught me skills such as mental discipline, dedication to a cause, and patience. Moreover, throughout my E1 business course, although I have truly learned how multifaceted managing a business is and how difficult it may be, as CEO and co-founder of Textile, I am incredibly committed to advancing this brand and putting it on a global stage. Currently, I'm looking for funding to hire web developers, build inventory, and hire labor. I'm also researching current trends and what clothes are in season. As for future growth, I plan on further growing my inventory, striking brand deals with different big name brands, completing a fully functional website, and renting out a warehouse for expanded operations. As for my philanthropic plans, I plan to donate 1% of all of our profits to the Worldwide Fund for Nature, as we believe they align with our green goals, and at the end of the day, we wish to support a greener future. Thank you. I'm Jacob DeLeon. This is Textile. Oh, yeah.
Great job. Judges, your 3-minute question and answer period begins now.
Jacob, thank you for a great presentation and a very innovative idea for a clear problem. I had a question about your economic model. The $65, is that for one item or for a certain period of time?
That's for one package, which our basic package would include 3 items that you can rent out for around 2 weeks. That's our basic package, but we also provide upgrades and different stuff that you can purchase to expand the amount of clothes you get, as well as the time you get with it.
Thank you, Jacob. That was really good. Question, did you consider how do you bind the customer to you? Is it going to be a yearly plan, a monthly plan?
What was the question?
How do you bind the customer? Because I didn't fully understand the concept of the package. So I buy one package. Do I have to buy a second?
You can buy one package. You would get it for like 2 weeks, then you can return it to us. And you can buy the package, return it, and you can just keep doing this as much as you want. If you want more clothes, if you want to just stop, whatever you wish to do with it. Yeah.
Great. Thanks so much, Jacob, for your presentation. I think it's a really complicated and important problem that you're trying to solve with this. I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more about why streetwear and why this specific kind of type of fashion that is interesting to you.
I particularly wanted to target streetwear because a lot of teenagers like me, at some point, I also struggled with trying to dress myself and learning how to advance myself, how I present myself. So I feel like streetwear is one of the main styles of fashion that a lot of teenagers go for when they go out on the street, go meet up with their friends. I feel like a lot of teenagers will want to elevate their style when they present themselves in public.
Cool. Hey, thank you. I have a quick question around looking at your current and future growth plans. How are you thinking about building that inventory today to get to a point where you have enough for your customers?
Every month we will be expanding our inventory and whatever we feel like is not in fashion anymore, or whatever we feel does not really suit the customers anymore, we will be donating it to homeless shelters, because we don't want it to just go to waste, because that defeats our purpose of defeating fast fashion if we're just wasting clothes.
So I have one follow-up. I'm not in the target demographic, so excuse my ignorance, but how does the $65 per package compare to the purchase price for the items in the package?
Well, the $65, we'll offer a multitude of clothes, different price points. The strict 65 will make it a lot more easy, because then you don't have to think about how much the item costs. You can just pay $65. You can select whatever you want from our inventory, and then you get it. It's a lot less. You don't have to worry about the price of the. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now we'll just give our judges a little more time to mark their scores and jot down any notes.
Behind
Michael.
but not the same.
I am the brand partnerships.
All right, now on to our second finalist. Presenting their business for Feminetic, please welcome Amy Wu from Florence Nightingale Middle School in Los Angeles, California.
We weren't quite ready. The thing. Hey, Billy. Okay.
Imagine if you were living on a low income, unable to afford sanitary feminine hygiene products. What would you do during those months without any pads? At that time of the month, what would you use? I read a story about women around the world who do not have the luxury to afford feminine hygiene products. As a female myself, I felt horror and I sympathize with their feminine needs. Pads should not be a luxury. As much as food, pads should be also considered a stable requirement. At Feminetic, we had developed a unique model to tackle this issue head-on. Through our innovative buy one, give one free subscription service, customers can ensure that they will get the products they need while also contributing to a charitable cause. For every subscription package purchase, we will deliver another package of pads to someone else in need in LA to help stop the cycle of period poverty. Not only that, but many females are unaware of what is being put into their pads. Most standard pads have toxic chemicals in them that companies do not address. This is unacceptable because these chemicals can link to long-term health issues. But we at Feminetic are here and committed to make a new and improved pad that contains no harmful chemicals and is made of all natural materials. Hello, my name is Amy Wu. I am the CEO and founder of Feminetic. The problem is that period products are just too expensive. About 500 million women around the world lack access to these products. Furthermore, period poverty also might result in the raise of percentage of urogenital infection. It isn't only period poverty affecting women, but also the pads themselves. Most standard pads have toxic chemicals in them. The main culprit is a chemical known as phthalate. Phthalate is known to have links with cancer and infertility impairment. Also, it is scientifically shown that 65% of women prefer pads over tampons. This is why I founded Feminetic, with the goal of assisting women all around the world while also reducing period poverty. Not only are our pads eco-friendly and super comfortable, but will empower women and benefit their health. Feminetic pads will only contain 2 layers. The first layer is unbleached organic cotton because it is pesticide-free, plus it sits comfortably against the skin. Then the second layer is bamboo wadding. Bamboo wadding is actually 3 times more absorbent than a real pad. Beneath the bamboo wadding is a thin layer of non-toxic adhesive, enough for it to stick to the undergarment. Along with our pad is our eco-friendly packaging. After you purchase from us, we will deliver another package of pads to someone else in need in LA. For example, a women's shelter or any organizations where women can grab the pad whenever they need. My target market are to all adult and teen women in the middle income. They are advocates for women's rights and they care about their health. They want to contribute to a good cause. They dwell in Los Angeles, specifically low-income neighborhoods. Feminetic will mostly be promoted on 2 social media platforms, such as Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is for me to post on a daily, promoting and talking about the benefits of Feminetic, while Facebook is for me to post about educational events and reach out to women Facebook groups. I also plan to incorporate a Spotify podcast where women can share their stories and struggles. My main goal is to reach out to feminine activists and pair up with Planned Parenthood so they can help promote Feminetic. My competition is Always and Honey Pot. The brand always has toxic chemicals in them such as rayon. Additionally, they also use polymers, which produces dangerous vapors and dust. They have received a lot of complaints about how their pads also don't stick enough to the undergarment. With Honey Pot, they use essential infused oils, and a lot of customers complain it's more of a burning sensation than a cooling sensation. Like always, they have received the same criticism for their lack of tackiness on their pads and on their wings. But we at Feminetic have a specific subscription that can help us fight against pure poverty, and our pads are only 2 layers. The bamboo wadding is 3 times more absorbent, and it doesn't need to rely on pesticides or fertilizers. Also, bamboo wadding is actually more environmental friendly. I am qualified to run this business because I've been in the business magnet at Nightingale for 3 years. Last year, I actually competed in a national pitch competition with my partner, and we won first place pitching our 5-minute proposal. This year, I'm a part of the marketing department for my class company, Pathable. My biggest accomplishment this year was becoming the secretary of the Business Entrepreneur Club at Nightingale. My teachers chose me for this role because I'm good at taking notes and I'm very organized. Through my hard work and dedication, I made it through the NAI program. My biggest accomplishment and my biggest qualification is that I'm a woman. I know what these products are like and I want to improve them. My definition of 1 unit is a box of 24 pads plus the giveaway for the total of $19.99. My cost of goods sold is $9.79, including the giveaway pack, leaving me with a profit of $10.20. In order to break even, I would need to sell 482 boxes of pads. I'm projected to make 7,860 units in my first year, leaving my annual profit to be $80,172, and my total revenue being $157,121.20. My startup investment would be $26,499, leaving my ROS to be 51% and my ROI being 302%. I'm projected to make the most sales during the months of October, March, and August because those are the start of schools and big women activist months. Currently, I'm developing a prototype while also figuring out a way around social media and developing a website. In the future, I would like to find a manufacturer, have paid advertisement with female influencers, and have my company play a huge part in the female activist community. Hello, my name is Amy Wu, and I'm the CEO and founder of Feminetic. Join us on our mission today to end period poverty. Thank you.
Great presentation. Judges, take it away.
Hi, Amy. Thanks for sharing your idea. I'm curious to know more a little bit about the ways that you want to approach your philanthropic arm as it relates to your company.
Can you explain that again? I can't hear you that well.
I want to figure out or hear what your plans are on the philanthropic arm and how you want to give back to the community with your company.
So my product is a buy one, give one free donation. So the reason I put middle income in my target market is because that's where it's aimed towards. And for the low income part, for neighborhoods, it's because those people will be benefiting off my products.
Amy, thank you very much for a great dynamic presentation. I love the name and the logo as well. Very, very compelling. Question, why did you limit your target market just to LA? Is that just the initial market, or are you thinking about expanding later?
So currently, right now, I chose LA because this is where I live. And also, I am planning to expand my target market to other people around the world. In my pitch, I did say around the world how women cannot afford these products. But since I'm in LA, I would like to start here.
Good job, Amy. Thank you
So much.
I learned a lot. So I was fascinated by the chemistry of it, the bamboo, and you kind of touched that bamboo is environmentally beneficial.
Yeah.
Can you help me understand?
So basically, I said organic cotton because it is pesticide free, right? Most standard pads use cotton under their pads, right? But that includes pesticides. And pesticides are basically a chemical that kills off bugs, but bamboo wadding doesn't need that at all.
Thank you. And I imagine bamboo is easily regenerated too.
Yes, that part too. So that is better and healthier for a female's body.
So, Amy, I'm curious, what made you, how did you research bamboo?
Huh? Excuse me?
How did you find that bamboo has these properties? I'm just curious, how did you?
So, beforehand, when I was doing my research, trying to figure out what products I should use in my pad, I found out bamboo wadding was more absorbent, cheaper, and doesn't include any chemicals at all.
Great. Thanks so much, Amy. It was a great presentation. I think any kind of innovative thinking around this space is great. I'm curious to know more about kind of your thoughts on marketing. I love that you had the podcast and influencer strategy brought up, but what would be kind of your first steps there?
For my podcast? So for my podcast, I would like to see women around the world and talk about their personal issues so my customers can connect with them.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the judges?
I had a question.
Yeah.
Where do you plan to manufacture these pads?
Currently, I would like to find somewhere where someone can help me make these pads in bulk so it wouldn't just be one team and it would be a lot of work for them. Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you.
Judges, please take a moment to finish recording your scores. Great. Now, for our third finalist, presenting their business plan for Inclusify IQ, please welcome Saket Pathak from Silver Creek High School in San Jose.
And here's a flyer. And nice to meet you. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Hi, my name is Saket Pathak, and this is Inclusify IQ, transforming diversity, empowering inclusion. Not too long ago, I saw a group of children hanging out, and in this group of children, there was a kid in a wheelchair. However, these children were not including the kid in the wheelchair in the activities that they were doing, despite he could have been participating too. And even in companies, with my own aunt, someone who I look up to very much, she told me that despite having numerous years of experience in her field, she was always overshadowed by her male coworkers, and this was because she was a woman in STEM and a woman of color. These issues of DEI are there today in both companies and institutions. DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and these statistics don't lie either. Simply put, today there is no comprehensive and intelligent platform for DEI management. For example, Amy, an HR manager, has no way of checking the DEI statistics and management in her workplace. So Inclusify IQ is an app to help institutions and companies manage their DEI properly. We have a wider range of features, featuring company tips, forums, goals, and also machine learning for bias detection. The end result of this would to create an inclusive environment that would both help company and institution productivity, as well as intrinsic and extrinsic user motivation. We have a secure anonymous reporting platform to help users report bias issues anonymously to HR or other admin professionals, and a data-driven approach to all of our features for ease of use in this digital age. But what exactly makes Inclusify IQ unique? Good question. You see, Inclusify IQ uses machine learning algorithms to help with bias detection. Our first algorithm is called K-means clustering, which will take users and sort them out into different surveys, which will personalize their dashboards for different goals, tips, assessments, and a community workplace. We also use natural language processing, an algorithm to help detect bias keywords, which will then be used in performance reviews or other activities and report it over to HR. We also have personalized tips and goals to help people learn more about how to make their environment more inclusive, and a community workplace, which will be both helping in collaboration and keeping data confidential for anonymous working. We also are the first DEI platform for institutions. Now, as DEI becomes more of a hot topic, addressing high schoolers and university students would be very important for a target market. But speaking about target market, Inclusify IQ would want to help companies and institutions who are looking forward to have an effective tool to manage and promote DEI management. We also are seeking HR and admin professionals who want inclusive workplaces, but also want the right tools both for them and their users. And finally, we're seeking DEI consultants and firms who are trying to help solve DEI issues, but want it in a more streamlined way. Now, for example, Amy, our HR manager, can use Inclusify IQ to help managers assign effective tasks to both themselves and their employees. So for marketing plan, Inclusify IQ would want to start positioning ourselves right now in this DEI space and then market using social media, SEO, and email marketing. We'd want to create compelling and informative content and then put that content on more professional sites such as LinkedIn. We'd want to host webinars, workshops, and even attend conferences, both to network and gain more users on our platform. And finally, we want to partner with related DEI field companies such as Workday to gain more users on our platform. So for a competitive analysis, Inclusify IQ has 4 competitors, 2 direct, 2 indirect. Our indirect competitors are company trainings and performance reviews, and our direct competitors are Inclusity LLC and Diversio. Company trainings simply don't verify effectiveness as they're just courses, and performance reviews could have bias in them as they're written by people who manage other people and people who work for other people, so favorism could be in here too. Inclusity LLC has scalability issues, being a consultant company, meaning that they go business by business for their customers. And Diversio is not sector specific, meaning rather than looking at individual users and teams in a workplace, they look at the whole problem of diversity in a company as a whole. And this may not go deep enough to specific problems. But a little bit more about me. After seeing these issues of DEI both in companies and institutions, I was motivated to take courses on Coursera for DEI. I also took a Stanford machine learning course on Coursera and have app and web development experience. I also have experience with starting organizations, and I'm wrapping up a successful year on E1 Entrepreneurship hosted by NFTE, which has taught me entrepreneurship and business fundamentals. So for the cost structure, Inclusify IQ would want to license our model to schools, firms, and also companies who are looking forward to a subscription-based model. Our EOU would be unlimited features for 1 user per year. Now, the selling price would be $11 per user per year, and the cost of goods sold would be $2.25 per license. Now, this number was generated by looking at our combined total expenses, $379,200 per year. This would go into variable costs, which would go into the marketing and sales team, as well as the fixed costs, which would be into the application development and maintenance, as well as the AWS cloud hosting for the features and also the users. Now, our contribution margin would be 80% or $8.75 per license, and our break-even units would be 43,300 units per year. Finally, we would need $70,000 for initial development, and this would be in the actual salary of the developer for the first 6 to 7 months of development, as well as the tools needed to actually develop Inclusify IQ's app and web applications. So now what we want to do is actually develop the app and web applications, as well as partner with current DEI companies in the related fields. We'd want to, in the future, scale our database for more features and also users on the app. And one of these features could be a video call feature, where the video call would be able to take, the algorithm would be able to take a transcript from a video call and then use the NLP algorithm to detect bias in the video calls itself. Now, this could then in the future be partnered up with companies like Zoom and Google Meets to promote more inclusivity. Finally, we want to transform our machine learning data library to have a better accuracy, and then in the future, ask companies to add their own data in, which could then help with personalization of data. For financial forecasts, after the 7th month of development, when Inclusify IQ has garnered users through our marketing and sales team, is when we project 43,300 units or users, also our payback point. Diversity is a fact. Inclusion is essential for growth, but embracing it is a choice. As individuals, we must promote the acceptance of diversity every day. This is Inclusify IQ, transforming diversity, empowering inclusion. Thank you. Great presentation. Judges, take it away.
Saket, thank you so much for your presentation. This is a very compelling, interesting idea. I love that AI and machine learning are kind of baked into the product that you have. I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more about what you are actually measuring with this technology. Like, what are some examples of data that this could create?
Yeah, great question. So with the machine learning algorithms, what we're able to do is actually collect data from the users that we are able to get on the platform. So in the future plans, we talked about how there would be a machine learning data-driven approach would be more increased. So what we're going to do is take the data that we get from our algorithms and see how the environments are being more inclusive. And this would be done through the machine learning algorithms. From here, what we will be able to measure is either if we should keep training our data for more accuracy, or if it's at a point where the data is able to properly be trained and the users are properly being able to use the machine learning algorithms. Carl?
Second, thank you very much. You're clearly addressing a very, very important problem. So thank you for taking that on. It was a very interesting idea. I had a related question to Anna's, which was, is the data communications between people, electronic communications? Is it responses to targeted surveys? Is it interviews? You know, what are you analyzing? And then the sort of related question is, how will it work? You know, what will the analysis demonstrate or produce that will enable a company or an organization to increase diversity, increase inclusion, and so forth?
Yeah. So the thing that we're doing is with our algorithms is, for the first thing is, we're going to be putting an algorithm to help sort people into different clusters, which could then make personalized tips, goals, and surveys for them. Now, these users will interact with these different features, and the data from that algorithm will be collected from there. So each person would have different tips meant just for them, and they would be able to check just how much they're inclusive with an index score, as well as the tips would be able to generate how much more they're promoting inclusivity in the environment. So that is one way of how we're measuring data from there, is by taking the K-means algorithm and giving it to the individual users for personalization. For the NLP algorithm, we're putting it into performance reviews, surveys, and all other related text-related applications. So when people actually type things up, the algorithm would be able to check bias, like Grammarly, and then send the data over to HR, admin, and also our database.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Sanket. This was fantastic, near and dear to my heart. So how do you solve for self-selecting bias? I mean, if I have the app, chances are I've been more likely to use it. I do have some innate characteristics.
Yes.
But how do you make sure that you're getting unbiased data and not self-selecting data? Who will use the app and who would maybe ignore the app?
So the app is specifically targeted to all the people in workplaces such as companies, as well as institutions, and that would be for admin professionals in institutions and actual students. So how students would interact with this app is they would be able to go through all the features, and then that data would go to the admin professionals. And that's how the admin professionals would be able to view all the inclusivity reports. And the same could be done for companies.
But what would incentivize?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Socket, and thank you, judges. We'll now take a 10-minute break. Feel free to grab some dessert and visit any of the student expo tables that you might have missed before we began. Thank you. All right. Would everyone please make your way back to your seats for the final 3 presentations and awards? All right. Welcome back, everyone. Let's jump right back in. To present their business for AutoVantage, please welcome Damian Jimenez from Florence Nightingale Middle School in Los Angeles.
Imagine if you walked outside to start your car and you heard a loud roar. You start to wonder, where could that sound be coming from? You look under your car to realize your catalytic converter had been stolen. I grew up in a dangerous neighborhood, so having people's catalytic converter stolen was not an uncommon sight for me. One time, my dad's catalytic converter was stolen, and it was a huge financial blow for me and my family because catalytic converters can go up to $2,500. And we're not alone. In 2021, there's over 52,000 reports of catalytic converter theft. You especially need your catalytic converter because catalytic converters convert harmful engine emissions into carbon dioxide, and without it, you won't be past the California smog test. This is why I created AutoVantage. AutoVantage is a catalytic converter protector to make sure you won't have to deal with any of these problems. Hi, my name is Damian Jimenez, and this is AutoVantage, the only solution. Oh, my bad. The problem is catalytic converter theft has been growing year by year, and in 2021, there was over 52,000 reports of catalytic converter theft. This could be a huge blow to anyone's financials, just how it was to my family's, because catalytic converter replacements can go up to $2,500. This is the case because catalytic converters contain valuable metals like platinum, palladium, and rhodium. My solution to this is AutoVantage. AutoVantage is a catalytic converter protector that allows you to save money and reduces waste by making it so you don't have to buy a replacement, while companies don't have to manufacture a replacement and use all the materials. It also gives you peace of mind knowing nobody would steal your catalytic converter. My product, AutoVantage consists of 2 main components: the steel bearing, which are placed on both sides of the catalytic converter, and the steel rope, which is 3/4 of an inch thick. The steel bearings have small circular incisions to allow the steel cable to surround it and make a cage formation that surrounds the entire catalytic converter. The steel bearings come in one standard size that fits the cars which are most prone to robbery, including the Toyota Camry and the Toyota Corolla and the Honda Civic. This design makes the most popular tool, the bandsaw, ineffective as it can't get a proper grip, and most other tools won't be able to cut it either. Both of the components are made of 100% scrap metal, making it extremely hard to cut through, but also extremely eco-friendly. My target market are ages 18 to 65, all genders, and they own a car. They live in the Los Angeles, California area, but more specifically, the area around East Los Angeles. After growth, we could expand to nearby counties or cities. My psychographics are people who are forced to park in unsafe areas, want to protect the car, and according to my survey, 82.7% of people own a car. My main marketing plan is to use 3 social medias: Facebook, Nextdoor, and YouTube. On Facebook and Nextdoor, I'll target the older age range of our customers. And on YouTube, I'll target the younger age. On Facebook, I'll post posts on how it's helping around the community, but also purchase advertisement. While on Nextdoor, I'll give out free samples to allow the people to explain their findings to me, but also share how it helped them around the community. On YouTube, I'll post short-form content to get the younger audience's attention, but also show how my product is helping around the community. On my website, I'll put promotions like deals or discounts, but I'll also give out information to allow people to see how my product AutoVantage is really helpful around the community and why they should buy it. I'll also allow them to purchase it so they don't have to go to the hassle of going to a store. My retention strategy is to give out coupons for future purchases for other services on your car, including oil change, tire change, and stuff like that. I'll give out coupons to partnerships to automotive shops would have partnerships to give out free discounts. I also give out email updates and showing how catalytic converter theft can change pre-post lives and how this product can prevent it. My potential partnerships are with Phillips and Steel Co., which is a massive steel scrap producer, and also automotive shops to allow my products to be sold to them and so they could sell to their customers with installation, but also allow coupons for their products. My 2 main competitors are Cat Shield Protected and Cat Security. Cat Shield Protected start at $230 for aluminum and $310 for steel, and they're not readily available in most auto repair shops, while Cat Security uses one-way screws, which damages the car's chassis and structure, can cause ventilation issues, and the shields start at $250, while my product AutoVantage starts at $99.99, which is extremely cheap compared to my competition, made of 100% scrap metal, so it's a lot more eco-friendly, and it's 100% steel, making it extremely hard to cut through. And since it's an open-air design, it does not cause any ventilation issues like one of my competitors. I am qualified to run this business because I spent 3 years in the business magnet at Florence Nightingale Middle School. I'm also VP for accounting for my class company Pathable, where I've learned how to manage money. I've spent 3 years in the USC NAI program, where I've learned the success of hard work and dedication, while my 1-year web has allowed me to explore how I really love helping around the community. My brother also worked at Motor Trend, so I have more experience with cars. My definition of one unit is one catalytic converter protector. My total variable cost is $31.99, and my total cost of goods would be $47.60, leaving me with a contribution margin of $52.36. This means to break even, I would have to sell 15 units every month. In the first year, I am projected to sell 459 units. My gross revenue would be $45,000, and my annual profit would be $24,000. To start up my business, I will need an investment of $125,000. This leaves me with an ROS of 52% and an ROI of 19%. My current status is that I'm working on a basic prototype and building a website, while my future plans is to make a working prototype to test out on actual cars and also partner with automotive shops to allow them to install it, sell to their customers, and also allow my retention strategy to work. Hi, my name is Dave Jimenez, and this is AutoVantage, the only solution. Thank you.
Great job. Judges, your 3-minute question and answer period begins now.
So Damian, really nice presentation. And you've identified a real clear problem. It's a huge issue here in San Francisco as well as in LA. A question for you, how do you know that it works? How is putting the AutoVantage around the catalytic converter going to prevent the theft? Have you tested it?
Yeah, so I've seen lots of videos of the tool, the bandsaw, and also the replicating saw, which is extremely popular, try to cut through this type of steel cable, and it's extremely difficult, and they cannot cut through it. And even more so, since it's looser, it won't be able to get a proper grip on it to cut straight through it to the catalytic converter.
Got it. Thank you.
Thanks, Damian. That was a great presentation. I loved your enthusiasm and the clarity on your slides. Something I tell people I advise with their pitch is to make your audience really feel the pain points that you're trying to solve. So I think you did a great job with that. My question is around the installation of this device. So I wouldn't know where to start with installing that on my car. How do you plan to make that available to people?
Oh, so if people wouldn't want the hassle of installing it by themselves, they could go to one of my partnered automotive shops for them to install it for them. But if people have a little more experience and want to install it themselves, I'll give out installation manuals with them. I'll give out installation manuals, and the way it installs is the steel cable is threaded in between the little circular incisions in my bearings that just loops around it, and you just keep looping around it until it makes a solid steel cage around the entire catalytic converter.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
Did you ever consider, like, is it patentable what you're doing? Would you consider patenting it and, maybe going to the manufacturer of the catalytic converters?
So no, I've not patented it yet, but I have started to look for manufacturers in my area to allow them to bulk produce it and allow me to sell it around my target market, which is East LA.
Awesome.
Thank you.
One more quick question. The target market was focused on the LA area. What's the reason for that? It was mentioned we got problems here too.
Yeah, it's because in the future, as I would plan to expand to nearby counties and cities, and even in the future, I'll put out an online website to sell around the world. But in LA, it's a really big problem, and I want to stop it in my community first to help my community out, and after I'll distribute it to other areas around the world and the country. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
That was something.
Now we'll just give our judges a little more time to mark their scores and jot down any notes. Great. Now for our fifth finalist, presenting their business plan for Refit, please welcome Ashley Cruz, also from Florence Nightingale Middle School.
That's what they see it. What
textile waste per year. Imagine 82 pounds of textile waste coming from each individual ending up in landfills. A lot, right? But think back to a time when you wanted to get rid of your unwanted clothing or maybe clothes that you have run out of. But what if I told you that there is an app in which you can use to trade in your unwanted clothes for better clothes? I'm always cleaning out my closet, and when I do this, I free up a lot of space, which makes me want to buy more clothes. But that was until I found out about fast fashion. Fast fashion is clothes that are made and sold cheaply so individuals like you can buy new clothes often. My name is Ashley Cruz Suarez, and this is Refit. The problem is that 92 million tons of textile waste is produced each year. Out of those 92 million tons, 85% ends up in landfills. This is bad not only because it takes textile waste up to 200 years to decompose, but also because textile waste releases marsh gas, a gas that is 80 times stronger than carbon dioxide. These gases don't only go into the air, but into groundwater and soil, slowing down plant development. My solution, Refit. Refit is an app in which unwanted clothing is sent in to be repurposed into something newer. For example, jeans can be repurposed into a handbag, and a t-shirt can be made into a tube top. With Refit, users will be rewarded points and shop with points along with cash. By repurposing clothing, Refit will lessen textile waste and reduce marsh gas. Refit will fit many styles so individuals can shop without hurting, but instead improving the environment. With Refit, all you have to do is pack your unwanted clothing into a poly mailer Refit will send you with a shipping label. You'll send the poly mailer back to Refit's headquarters, and Refit will automatically load your points into your account. Each piece of clothing is worth a different amount of points. T-shirts are worth 25 points, jeans or anything jean material are worth 35 points, and tank tops are worth 20 points. The points are rewarded to users like cash, so they get the real shopping experience like they would when shopping with money. The process of Refit will begin by receiving donated clothing and then upcycling it into an accessory or clothing item teens and young adults can purchase with either cash or points. My target market are ages 13 to 25, all genders lower to middle income. They want to make a change to the environment, they enjoy thrifting, and try to limit their consumption of fast fashion. Refit will start with individuals from Los Angeles, but then expand to different places. My buying patterns are individuals who shop often and individuals who throw out their clothes. My survey shows that 30% of individuals throw out their unwanted clothing, causing harm to the environment. My survey also shows that 90% of individuals don't mind wearing upcycled clothing. I will promote Refit by using social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. On TikTok, I will post videos letting people know why they should choose to donate to Refit. I will use Facebook to reach my older customers by posting what Refit is all about, and on Instagram, I will post updates showing how Refit is making a change to the environment. I will partner up with complementary brands to generate new customers and new sponsorships. In order to stay loyal to my customers, I will allow them to invite their friends to use the app Refit in order for them to earn extra shopping points. My non-social media promotion strategy will be to host pop-ups where individuals can donate in person and learn more about Refit. My competition is Poshmark and Depop. With these two apps, you don't have the option to donate unwanted clothing, and you can only shop with cash. With Poshmark, you can sell your unwanted clothing, but there are high fees that come with that. With Depop, individuals sell and overprice their clothing items, and not everything you are trying to sell will sell, leaving you with unwanted clothing that you most likely will want to throw out in the future. My competitive advantages are that with Refit, you can shop with both cash and points. You're shopping while helping improve the environment, and by recycling clothing, this means less textile waste will end up in landfills. Not only this, but overall, you're saving yourself money. I am qualified to run this business because I was a tight and fast-pitch finalist where I pitched my idea fresh in 60 seconds and placed in second place. I was also elected by my teachers to be the business club vice president, and I am also in leadership where I was also elected by my peers to hold the position as past treasurer. I am CEO of my class company, Pathable, where I run the different departments, and I was the first place national winner in the JVVE competition where I presented my idea fresh and placed the first place in the whole nation. For the purpose of this presentation, I will be explaining the cost of one upcycled handbag, but Refit produces many more items. My definition of 1 unit of sale is one upcycled handbag for the price of $10. My fixed expenses is a total of $2,900, and my material expenses is a total of 3 cents. My variable cost is 3 cents, and my other variable cost is 4 cents. My cost of goods sold is $3.07, leaving me a profit of $6.93. In order to break even, I would have to sell 331 units per month. So, in order to start my business, I will need $121,863 with 6,000 units sold and a gross revenue of $60,000, leaving me in profit of $41,580. My ROI is 34 cents and my ROS is 69 cents. In my first year, I am projected to make $41,580. I currently have an app prototype and am collecting unwanted clothing to donate, and I am collecting donated clothing to transform them into upcycled accessories or clothing items. I am also looking at ideas to help me transform the clothing items into newer upcycled pieces. For my future plans, I want to host fashion shows showing individuals that upcycled clothing is just as powerful as regular clothing. I also want to host pop-ups teaching individuals how to sew so they can try upcycling some of their clothing items on their own. I also want to partner up with youth centers to be able to donate upcycled clothing and accessories to teens for them to have access to fashionable clothing. My highest donation receiving months will be January, July, and December. July because it is midsummer and individuals are buying new clothes and getting rid of old clothes. December because it is Christmas. And January because it is a new year and individuals want to start off with a fresh start. And remember, by donating your unwanted clothing, you're helping contribute to make a good change to the environment. Because a change is possible if individuals like you agree to help out. My name is Ashley Cruz Suarez, and I am the founder and CEO of Refit. Thank you.
Great presentation. Judges, take it away.
Question about the cost structure, right? It's really cool that you shared the handbag with us, and I know that your unit costs are based on the handbag. Are you anticipating a variable cost that you have to consider for other ideas and other ways to repurpose clothing in the future?
So currently for my idea, I'm hoping to just recycle all the donated clothing that is coming in. So let's say I need a button, maybe for a handbag. Maybe I want to put a button, a zipper, or anything. I would try to get that for maybe a sweater or a pair of jeans and use that to make an item. So try to recycle everything that is being donated.
I loved your ideas about marketing and hosting pop-ups and leveraging social media. I think that was really great. Wondering if you can speak more to how you would produce revenue for something like this. Would you take a cut of the purchases that are being made? How do you plan to make money?
To make money, I am looking into having a subscription where individuals get access to newer clothing and they're the first ones to get access to the newer clothing that is dropping. So that is one way I plan on getting more revenue. So
Thank you, Ashley. I love the idea use of points. Gets people competitive as well, earn more points. Looking at the target demo, it was very limited. And I think this has appeal beyond the demo that you identified. So I want to understand what were your thoughts into choosing the demo?
Can you repeat that again?
What were your thoughts into choosing the demo that you selected? It was 18 to 25, and I think it was the income bracket was, I think, lower income.
So 13 to 25 was my age range because I'm 18 myself, and this is a problem that I struggle with. I like cleaning my closet, and I like buying a lot of clothes. And I was interested in this idea of donated clothing and getting points. So I'm pretty sure there are other individuals like me who are also interested in something like this. And for the lower to middle income, well, I think that lower to middle income will fit best because you're donating your unwanted clothing and then you're getting points to buy upcycled clothing.
Thank you, Ashley. Great presentation, and congratulations on your past entrepreneurial accomplishments, and hopefully I'll have many more. Who will be the labor who will actually take the donated clothing and then repurpose them and refit them into new ones?
So currently I have a team, which is my grandma and my dad, which my grandma upcycled the handbag. So they're the ones who also, I have an upcycled t-shirt and skirt on the table that my grandma upcycled for me. So yeah, but in the future, if I do grow, I am thinking about hiring more people, and yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judges, take a moment to finish recording your scores. Now, on to our sixth and final finalist. Presenting their business plan for Mousesteak, please welcome Rora Ye from Go23 here in San Francisco.
Hi, my name is Roar Yi, and I'm currently a junior at Balboa High School. And I am the founder and CEO of Mousesteak. So let's start with a story. Imagine you're planning for a trip and the next day you're packing, but nothing seems to fit. Well, when I often go camping, the number one thing I never bring with me is my mallet. It is just so big and bulky, and in the end, I'll often have to end up asking neighboring campers for theirs. And as camping is rising in popularity, the global camping equipment market size was to be valued at $21.9 billion in 2021 and is expected to be at $46.7 billion in 2031. And oftentimes when you go camping, you also have to bring things like a tent, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, camping equipment, and the list goes on, making the mallet the most overlooked essential item when packing, which is why I created Mousesteak. It is an easy-carry, sustainable, and multi-purpose mallet with features like a retractable handle, extra stakes, and a carabiner. And at Mousesteak, we believe a tent that is fixed stays fixed. So what makes my product special? Well, one, it is lightweight, making it perfect to carry on the go, and it's great for backpackers, hikers, and campers. Two, as a carabiner, perfect to hang on to anywhere, but it also doubles as a bottle opener. And three, made fully from stainless steel, it is great for heavy-duty hammering. My target market are from ages 25 to 44, all gender, ethnicity, and race, living in the United States. They like the outdoors and spending time with nature and would often buy camping equipment from brands like Coleman and REI. And my market size is to be estimated at around 58 million. So how will I promote my product? I would mainly use social media and specifically Instagram. I'll use Instagram story and ads and Instagram shopping. And to keep track of this, I will see an increase of following, saves, and likes. And to retain customers, I would have a friend referral code, customer reviews, email subscriptions, and surveys to not only retain my customers, but to also receive feedback to continuously improve my product. So my main competitors are MSR Gear and Coleman. With my products being priced at $26, it is retractable and has extra stakes, but is only sold online. While MSR Gear is a steel mallet, is priced at $44.95, also doubles as a bottle opener, but is only 11 ounces and is sold online in stores. And lastly, Coleman, the only rubberhead mallet on this list, is priced at $17.74, is sold online and in stores. And again, our unfair advantage. My mallet has a retractable handle and a carabiner for easy storage, making it easy to also hook onto anywhere. And inside the handle, there's a hidden compartment to store extra stakes, and compared to other steel mallets, our mallet is much more affordable. So what makes me qualified to run this business? Well, I was a part of an outdoor youth leadership group, so I have planned multiple camping trips, and I myself am an experienced camper and backpacker. And currently being in Go23, a business program, I have what it takes to run a business. So my definition of one unit is a 12 by 3 inch mallet being priced at $26. My variable material expenses is to be totaled at $11.87, and my fixed expenses is to be totaled at $1,550. My contribution margin would be $7.62, and to break even, I would need to sell 204 units. As for my current status and future plans, in year 1, I plan to break even for profits, selling 450 units per month. And in year 2, I hope to see my products be sold in stores and on display, and I will also come out in various different colors and styles. And in year 3, I would like my products to be in product placements and media, and also make donations to give back, and also to expand internationally. Again, my name is Roy Yi, and I'm the founder and CEO of Mousesteak. Thank you.
Great presentation. Judges, take it away.
So thank you, Aurora. That's a really interesting idea. I love all the different features of the mallet. I'm a camper myself, and while I enjoy hammering with a big mallet, it's a pain to carry, and I often forget it. So great problem identification. Have you made a prototype of this? You gave us a drawing, which is great. Have you actually brought it camping and tried it?
No, this is just an idea. So the image or like the prototype sketch I have you guys have in front of you is my idea.
Got it. Thank you.
I was taking a look. I really like the way that you had set up your marketing plan. As part of the strategy for marketing to a wider audience, and I saw that in your future plans, you wanted to expand internationally. How are you considering different ways of advertising to larger markets to build and anticipate that demand?
I think because this is just an idea, I'm only going to start off with social media, and specifically Instagram. And social media is a great way to reach out to your targeted audience, because it also it curates the feed to what the people want.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a great presentation. I thought your slides were really clear and super interesting product. One idea is once somebody purchases something like this, they have it for life. So it's kind of a question of, would you ever consider expanding into other types of camping hardware? Or have you thoughts beyond that at all?
Yes, I did, because only focusing on a camping mallet is a very limited sort of business. But I think as my business grow, I will definitely look into more different camping equipment, and it would be a really good idea.
One thing that they may not have for life, to your point, are the stakes. I know that I bend stakes a lot, and it's kind of the razor blade idea. You could refill with more stakes, which I think are pretty low variable cost. One thing you might consider, or have you considered, is the economics of distributing through REI, Sports Basement, other retailers. Because typically, often people go to get their camping gear, they go to an all-in-one kind of store. Have you looked at how the economics, which are attractive in your cost structure slide, might change if you had a distribution model?
Looked at that yet, so I wouldn't be too sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. That's it. Thank you.
Now this time, I'd like to ask the judges to collect their things so they can head off to finish scoring, deliberate, and determine who our top winners will be for today's competition. And let's give one last round of applause to all of our student presenters. You were fantastic. And now, I'd like to introduce the Development Director for the West Region, Stephanie Abar.
Hello, everyone. I'm the person that keeps wooing. That's me. Hi, my name is Stephanie Abar. I am the Senior Development Director for NFTE West. It is my pleasure to be here. This is one of my favorite moments of the entire year. We always say we look forward to seeing our students because they give us our passion and our life back. So thank you guys for providing that to us, because that's what really matters, and that's why we work so hard every single day. I want to thank Abhinav, who I don't know where he just, right here. Abhinav, I was here last year when I saw him present, and I was so impressed. And when I tell you almost every single day I talk about Abhinav and brag like he was my own kid, I really do. It is incredible to see the growth over the last year. But I think even beyond that, it's incredible to be inspired by you over and over and over again. And it's a great testament that you don't need a mentor to be older. Sometimes the best mentors are the ones who reignite a passion in you. So thank you so much, Abhinav. You've done an incredible job today, as you always do. I also encourage all of you to check out our LinkedIn page, Dr. J.D. LaRox, because we will be posting a really special interview that was done with Abhinav next Tuesday on May 23rd, so you can learn more about his story and his entrepreneurship journey. Okay, so I have the honor of presenting both our individual and our corporate volunteer of the year awards, and also thanking some people. And I was thinking about What is something that represents our experience here? What is something that our students have, our teachers have, our parents have, our volunteers have, and our staff? Especially in this year that's been incredibly difficult. I will say even for our own region, we've gone through a lot of changes. We're seeing our schools in Los Angeles and Bay Area struggle, and we ourselves have been talking about how do we keep forward. And I saw this quote and I thought I would share. There is a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it only when the circumstances permit. When you are committed to doing something, you accept no excuses, only results. So first and foremost, I want to thank every single person in this room, the parents, the teachers, the board members, the staff, the students. It is your commitment that gets us here. So now I'd like to talk about our Individual Volunteer of the Year nominee, Jessie Duan, who really exemplifies commitment. She has been a tremendous gift as a volunteer coach and judge for the West Region over the past year. Jessie brings an engaging and inspiring energy to each program event, offering insightful feedback for the students that is also authentic and compassionate. From July through March, Jessie has already dedicated over 30 hours of volunteerism to support NFTE's mission. Her participation spans across multiple roles and multiple regions. Despite living in Florida, Jessie jumps in whenever needed and whenever asked, and proactively reaches out to learn more about opportunities and ways to support our students. In fact, she was a pivotal part of coaching and preparing our NFTE West finalists that you see here today, and also the finalists for our national competition last fall, dedicating her evening hours while she lives in Florida to help them with their slide decks, their pitches, and everything that was required to the level to present at a national standpoint. Because of volunteers like her, the NFTE experience is so special to our young entrepreneurs. When I say she's committed, I mean it. She coached through a hurricane. Real story. We told her she didn't have to stay, but she said, no, I am here for our students. While she can't be here with us in person, we're excited to honor her today. It was a unanimous decision from our team to award her Individual Volunteer of the Year for everything that she has contributed. And she has a message for all of us that I would like to share with you.
Good afternoon, NFTE team, students, participants, sponsors, and volunteers. I want to express my gratitude for this recognition, and I'm very humble receiving such an important recognition, because I think the true champions here is the NFTE team that day in and day out, they're facilitating to make these connections and provide the tools that are necessary to make this program happen and to fulfill a mission. It is extremely rewarding to be a part of this mission, having the capability to interact with our future, our youth, our students, to see how they think, what are the areas of interest, of importance to them, how they're thinking about the future. It's extremely rewarding and a win for us as volunteers also. The program continues to get more robust every year. You're seeing an easier way to volunteer and put more hours into the program based on all the resources that this team is bringing together. And we're seeing smarter presentations, smarter materials and competitions happening, which goes to say that we're becoming, and the organization is becoming more robust and providing the tools necessary for the students to deliver the best work possible. I nothing to say other than thank you from me also to all of you for allowing me to be a part of this. And thank you for what you're providing for our future professionals, right? Making it available today. It is a win-win scenario. We get from it as much as the students get from it. And I'm here to stay and always available to help as much as I can. So thank you, and good luck to all the participants. Good luck to all the students.
Thank you, Jesse, from the bottom of our heart. It's because of your dedication and individuals like you that our students and our community can thrive. NFTE volunteers help our teachers and our youth in so many ways. To learn more about how to become involved, there are little 10 cards that you see everywhere in the front, on the side. Scan that QR code, become a volunteer. The best way to know NFTE is to be with NFTE. Come support us, come coach our students, be a judge, be a guest speaker, invite friends. We would love to have you. And if you don't know how to do the QR code, come to me. Come to somebody with a NFTE name tag and we'll be happy to help you. And we hope to see you soon in one of our summer opportunities. We're going to wait a moment to present our Corporate Volunteer of the Year Award. Because, of course, as a Volunteer of the Year Award, they're volunteering right now. It's one of our current judges. In the meantime, I want to talk about another cornerstone which our program is built on, our amazing NFTE teachers. Our teachers are highly skilled, disciplined, and passionate educators who exemplify excellence, content knowledge, classroom management, and a belief in the entrepreneurial mindset. That belief is that a student's life can be changed if given the right opportunity. And we are proud to have so many incredible educators supporting our students in the West region. I am sure we have so many teachers here today. This is our first year that we are combining Bay and Los Angeles as we are now a West region. So we do have several LA teachers who couldn't make it and a couple of San Francisco teachers that also are not here. And I would like to still acknowledge them because their work is the reason why our students are here today. Some of the teachers I would like to highlight who are the teachers for our current finalists are the one and only, please stand up, Mr. Imani Butler. Silver Creek High School. Fun fact, Abanov's teacher. Mr. Dimitri Kogan from Ivy Academia Charter School in LA. Lester Angelina from Nightingale Middle School in LA. Miss Cici Martinez, Misael Ingles, and Miss Vicky Lee from our Go 23 program in San Francisco. Please stand. I know that my life was saved by teachers, and I appreciate everything that every single one of our teachers does today. Until this day, teachers are changing my life, which is why we thought it would be appropriate to honor one really special teacher as part of our team. She has always been an asset to our West region and stepped up as a lead teacher this year to lead Union Bank competition, becoming an invaluable resource for us, don't look at me, amid transitions on our team. She has coached for our organization. She's led coaching nights and even made decks for various of our events. She's a valued voice on our board. For her tireless support to our region and constantly going above and beyond, just a few of her many, many accomplishments. She's retired, and she found a new career with NFTE. She's not only been a NFTE teacher at Hamilton High School, where she taught Kelsey Johnson, our 2018 national winner. Not that's anyone counting, but 2021 national winner was Amila, and Abernathy was number 2, so obviously we're a winning region. She's also the winner of the inaugural Los Angeles Regional Master Teacher Challenge. She is a master teacher, a trainer, a coach, an advisory board member, a curriculum designer, Union Bank YC coordinator, and leader of the NFTE Village, helping affect the change of not hundreds, but thousands of students. She has been a mentor and a leader for each and every one of us, which is why the NFTE West staff would like to recognize your dedication to our team, Miss Connie Moore. Woo! Oh no, you're coming up. Come on up. We want to hug you. Sorry we tricked you, Miss Connie.
We recognize. I'm going to work it out. Thank you.
Want to say some few words? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. She hates public.
Yeah, public speaking is not my thing. But this is about 30 people, so that's my limit. Anything over 30 people, that's a classroom. I'm not that good at speaking, but NFTE is really my heart. It saved me when I was starting my academy at Hamilton High School. I was looking for a program, and I actually just went to Miss Google. I call her Miss Google because she has to be a woman because she knows everything. And I found NFTE, and they allowed me to train for free until I could figure out how to pay because I was new at the whole finance thing with schools. And since then, I've just been in love with NFTE. It's fun to teach. It made teaching worthwhile because I was a math teacher and a NFTE teacher, and not one of my NFTE students asked me, when will I use this? So it is my pleasure. I think I'm retired, but they had a different idea, so I am a NFTE employee, I guess, until they see fit that I can't do it anymore. So I'm here forever. So thank you, NFTE. Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you, Connie, and thank you to all of our amazing educators. I'm going to invite everybody to take a short break while our judges continue to deliberate. I don't envy them. This is the toughest job right now, but please grab some food, take a break, and we'll be back in the next 10 minutes. Really excited to hear a final decision. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm in the competition. But before we do, I want to invite one more person to the stage to accept the award for our Corporate Volunteer of the Year, Zora. It should come as no oh, Amy Lee, join me, yes. It should come as no surprise that Zora is our Corporate Volunteer nominee this year. Zora hosted our Silver Creek High School students at their Redwood office, which I had the pleasure of joining, and it was one of the funnest days for me. They really rolled out the red carpet, showed our students their very cool high-tech office space, but not only that, had dozens and dozens of volunteers take the day off to be able to coach our students, walk them to their career journeys, and just be so welcoming and open to them. So it's no surprise that the students chose this as their favorite volunteer event of the year. It was such a fun tour. And not only that, but they're able to take back the possibilities of what their future can look like, learning from all the different career options that they have in a company such as Zora, and hearing from some of their best people. We are so honored and grateful for your commitment to NFTE. Thank you so much, Amy Lee, for representing Zora. Thank you for being our partner.
Well, I'm really honored to be here today to accept this recognition on behalf of Zora. At Zora, we really firmly believe that entrepreneurship is not just a skill, but a mindset that can unlock your possibilities for a wonderful future. Now, I'd like to extend our deepest appreciation to all the NFTE staff. Without you guys shepherding us through that type of process, we wouldn't have this type of opportunity to work with such great entrepreneurs coming up from the youth. I'd also like to commend the remarkable students that we've seen through the program, as well as the presenters today. We applaud your courage, resilience, and eagerness to learn, and you are the true embodiment of entrepreneurship, and it's our privilege at Zora for us to be part of that journey. Lastly, I want to acknowledge our Zora community and the other volunteers from Zora. Your commitment to giving back to the community is part of the reason why we love working here. So cheers to a continued partnership and empowering the next generation of entrepreneurs. We can't wait to see what you do.
All right, I think we're ready to hear the judge's final decision. I'm like shaking and sweating. Please welcome back our Master of Ceremonies, Abhinav.
Thank you, Ms. Abar, and thank you again to all of our amazing volunteers and all of our incredible NFTE teachers for what you did for me and what you continue to do for all NFTE students. And now, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. I'd like to ask all of our finalists to join me here on stage. Judges, we're all very interested in your impressions. Is there any general feedback you'd like to give before the results are announced?
You guys were just amazing. That's what we were talking about, and it's just fantastic. We know entrepreneurs who can learn from you guys.
Yeah, keep up the great work and start companies. You all have great ideas. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to be you when I grow up.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for sharing all of your ideas with us. These were super smart. I'm blown away by how much research you've done and how creative all of these ideas are. So thank you.
Thank you so much for showing up today and giving your best. Definitely hard for us as judges. We were back there battling it out. So,
And Damien, can I just buy that whatever you're making? I may not need it, but I just want to buy it from you.
All right. Thank you, judges. You were all faced with an enormous task. They were all incredible presentations. But before we get to the final announcement, I'd like to make a special announcement on behalf of NFTE, on behalf of the NFTE West Region, for every one of our finalists on stage with me. All of our regional finalists here today will receive a $120 prize for making it to the quarter and semifinal rounds of the regional competition. In addition, all the regional finalists will be invited to compete in the NFTE National Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge, taking place on October 3rd in New York City, where they will have a chance to win the championship title and vie for additional seed capital, just like I did last year. We all look forward to seeing how these aspiring entrepreneurs continue to hone their business plans and pitches ahead of the national championship. Congratulations to everyone. But now, we know the winner of today's competition must still be chosen. To read the results and close out our time together, I'd like to welcome to the stage NFTE's President and CEO, Dr. J.D. LaRocque.
Thanks a lot, Abhinav, and thank you, everybody. Let me give one more recognition to our judges here. Judges, I just really want to commend you for taking our young entrepreneurs and their businesses so seriously. You asked tough questions, you asked probing questions. By the way, they all fielded them quite well, don't you think? And I just want to lift up the way in which you are treating them like the burgeoning entrepreneurs that they are. So thanks once again. Let's have a round of applause for our judges. And Jacob, Amy, Saket, Damien, Ashley, and Rora, I am at least going to see all of you in New York. Congratulations to all of you for making it to the national finals. I promise not to keep you in suspense for too much, but at these regional events, and this is the second one of 7 that we'll have so far this year, I always like to find a common thread, something that stands out to me. And I think the thing that stands out to me from this particular group of young CEOs is just how current and timely all of the businesses were to problems and challenges that are obviously in front of us. And I won't speak to all of them, but I'll speak to some of them. First of all, just as an aside, Jacob, I have to say, good job going up in styling clothing to pitch your fashion business. I think that was a good move. That was the first thing I noticed about your pitch. But you and Ashley obviously are concerned about, you both spoke to the same problem that clothing presents to our environment and presenting sustainable solutions. So thank you for that. Amy, I have a 12-year-old daughter at home, so I can tell you that your product is something that would be of high interest in the LaRocque family household. And all of us know from COVID times when issues of equity and justice came about, we have seen different drugstores suspend taxes on feminine care products, right? So your innovation is something that adds to something that's already very much in front of us. Damien, you know, I have seen many a story. I mean, I live on the East Coast. I live in Boston, and catalytic converter theft is happening over there too. And those of us of a certain age will remember a product called the Club, right? Didn't that make you think of the Club? Do you know about the Club, Damien? The Club? No, of course not, because you're not old like me. The Club, there was a product back in the 80s called the Club, and it was a physical heavy metal club that you could adjust and lock your steering wheel, and it was a visual and physical deterrent from people breaking into your car and trying to hotwire your car and steal it. And your innovation is very much in that same vein, updated and made relevant to the problem that is happening today. Rora, you get the prize for teaching me a new word, because I'm not a camper, so I didn't understand all that camping terminology. But you obviously are tapping into a huge market of people who are looking for solutions too. And then Saket, I was super impressed with so many aspects. I mean, you just like Abhinav, who last year had an inventive app-based solution. What I love is that obviously we are all very concerned these days about diversity, equity, and inclusion. I can tell you, at NFTE, your innovation would be something that we could use to improve what we're doing and trying to track around these efforts. But I also love the fact that you're taking different things that we often think of as maybe being biased or dividing us and turn them into something that could unite us and help us forge more togetherness. An app-based solution, a platform-based solution. We hear all the time about how social media apps is dividing us, right? Putting us into camps instead of bringing us together. We hear about fears of AI and large language models and these types of tools being manipulated to promote bias instead of correcting it. But you took those things and put them in the right direction. So all of our young CEOs have just done an amazing job of connecting to issues that anybody can relate to, that anybody can understand as relevant and important and impactful in their lives. And that is why all of them are going on to the national challenge. So one more round of applause before I name our top 3 finalists. So, and will someone help me here with the cards, with the placards here and the plaque? Okay. So, thank you. All right. Our third place winner, receiving an award of $500, is with Feminitic from Florence Nightingale Middle School, Amy Wu. In second place, receiving an award of $1,000, also from Florence Nightingale Middle School with Auto Vantage, Damian Jimenez.
I think all those brave paint.
We'll do some more photos when we're all done. And our top winner for today, but again, all of you are going on to the nationals and will have further chances to compete for that big prize. But our top winner for today, winning an award of $1,500 from Silver Creek High School with Inclusive IQ. So good. Congratulations. All right. That concludes our event for today. Let me just thank you all again, all of you teachers, parents, supporters, friends, judges, corporate volunteers. We could not do it without you. We thank you so much for everything that you do to support our students in their journey. We will see you this time next year, and please root for our finalists, our West Region finalists, as they continue on to the national competition. Thanks again, everybody.
Hold it.